Aries, how you doing? So we're here with the first half of September. Wow, it seems different actually saying September, even though I've been doing your monthly. So we're in the first half of your September. How you doing, Aries? So services are below. I won't be putting the same information, but that video or another video is in the description if you're looking for a personal reading. That's more to do with not feelings but our minds. So how we can get out of arguing with oneself basically, but how we can stop attracting in things that make it very difficult for us. So I work on the mind pretty much. So if you want a personal reading or a Skype call, the link is below. So Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus for the first half of September. Aries. Wow, so there you go. A message coming in very fast, very fast. This might be trying to organise a new project where you've got an idea about something and you're trying to draw attention into yourselves by going forward fearlessly on that. If that's to do with people in your life, this could be you or them wanting to seek an answer from you, wanting to know what someone's got to say about something is pretty much is the Knight of Swords, because it's deliverance. So stand and deliver the money or your life. Stand and deliver, or the money or your life. What is it? You might be trying to seek money out or a new idea, or trying to draw in a new revenue. New revenue. So, wow. So we've got the King of Swords. So that's trying to find out information about somebody. So they're probably trying to find out something about you. This is obviously higher education. It could be a family member that's trying to go to school. You might be trying to save up money in order for the person to actually go to school, if it's children. Okay, if it's yourselves, then it's obviously learning a new skill. But the King of Swords can be very skillful. It's using one's mind more than their emotions. This can also be obviously public speaking and stuff that you also do within general public life. But the Tower seems to be a faulty foundation at home for some people. That's not everybody, but it's like I'm trying to work well with my family, but every time I do, there seems to be an argument about something. If it's to do with moving, generally moving, then this is saving or thinking up an idea of how you can actually move. But I'm not witnessing love. I'm not sure why. You see, there's negative traits, but there's not. There's a foundation that was created by. So you've got 3 as the magic number. That's learning to work with one's mind. Both of these, completely. It's either working in someone's favour or against someone's favour, because you've got both of these cards. Both of these cards. But the Wheel of Fortune will turn anyway, regardless of whether someone wants to resist. There's a resistance to energy, a resistance to communication. This is someone that really wants to concentrate on whatever it is that they want to do for themselves, and people that stand in the way, this person's cutting them out. They're trying to cut them out. But there is also a lot of family karma, I must admit, for a lot of you, which everybody goes through. But we do have Saturn, which is going direct, right? So this is someone that's very direct, which is very direct with their words. So if you're being very cutting with people, this is you not paying attention to people that are going to cause drama, okay? But this is also a lot to do with a reward, being rewarded for one's effort also. Because what we always want is not always for our highest need or our highest good. So we realise that we need to rebuild ourselves and the structure within ourselves by using education as a tool. So some of you might be using education as a tool in order to renovate a new home. Some of you actually want to move state or town or wherever. But it's kind of like, if messages are very cutting, this is you cutting it out, because these messages here can be very cutting, because they're messages that are going out, you see. So you might be doing things at work where you're like, all the messages, emails, notifications, they're all going out, and you're working on building that up as a new idea also. As a new idea. It could be an old project. I feel that some of these are different things that you may have going on. Because I think that this is probably like home life. Home life. You've got education going on. You've got family situations going on. And this could relate to both, you see, family and home. But the energy itself is trying to rebuild you, is trying to give you a fresh wake-up call for someone. If they don't start, if this is, I just can't sense love. If this is to do with love, this is going to give someone a sharp wake-up call, because what they realise is that it might be over if they don't start working with you. This is working on the energy, working with you. There's a for and against. Now, if because this is the central issue of these 4 cards, if that's standing out to you, where you're in a drama triangle of offensiveness, defensiveness, this can be offensive or defensive. There's a defense also at court, that some of you are going through legal documentation or battles to do with an ex-partner or marriage, or even a job. For some of you, you might be going to, what do you call it, Citizens Advice Bureau or something, or a bureau. Some of you might be doing documentaries, is what I also picked up. But an advisee, someone seeking out advice from someone, so that can be someone spiritual, or that can be seeking out also advice, even if you are. But seeking out, because you're either giving it or you're taking it, but someone's also seeking out legal counsel, I feel. Legal counsel of knowing what are my rights. Because there's some kind of right that was trying to be done, but there's some sort of wrong, you know? There was a wrong that's trying to be corrected. Someone's trying to correct something that was said that was defensive. But I do pick up a lot of legal stuff to do with work or families, family court. Because you've got to start from the ground up, Aries. You've got to start from the ground up of your energy. Because this can be someone that flips their lid very quickly, so that would relate to a lot of things that can happen as a dynamic around you, you see, around you, where everybody seems out of control, but time's very linear, so it works in your favour more when you learn to relax. So when you temper your own energy and work off a certain process that I do, it calms the energy down, because you've realised something, there's been a realisation. This will be an awakening, a sharp call to action. Because at the moment there's no action, there's just words. But what are words if you can't take them back? If you've said it, you've said it. Or if they said it, they've already said it. So you can't take a word back because someone heard it. Someone heard it. Loud and clear. Now, if you're on the vibe of that you ended something, they heard it. They heard it. But this can also be someone that fears to approach, you see. These two energies combined is a combining of energy of someone's exterior that is so hard to crack. There is someone that's trying to crack a code. Hopefully that's not via the internet. So I don't know why. Normally if I just say something, I say it. But this can be someone that's trying to crack something on the internet. Might be a Piscean, I just see the Hangman. But this is internet-based stuff and businesses and things. This is trying to crack a code spiritually. So it's like trying to crack a code. and this is people that work esoterically, but it's also trying to crack something, because this can also be trying to crack someone's skull. You know, because you might have a family member around you that you might see as someone that interferes with everything that you do, and that it's very difficult for you to actually persuade them otherwise whatsoever. But that would also be parts of your own karma that you've come here to experience. Because this is fight or flight, very much fight or flight. Okay. Now, through the calm before the storm is the radio waves and the signals that you put out from your third eye, from your mind. That's what attracts another lesson in. It all depends on what you think. Everything. It depends on what you think. Feelings are not there. There are no feelings. Past, present and future, when you look at endings and beginnings, we've always been here. We never disappear into the fade. Our meat suit 11:11 on the clock. Someone tries to disappear into the fade, but because this can be phallic cards as well, but we never disappear into the fade. We just like to be heard and seen, and there's someone that does like to be heard and seen very much, but there's an energy that is causing someone to block a reward that can come through karma. So this can be turning out in your favor. That's what I'm saying. But it depends, you see. Court systems and stuff like that still work off the amount of fight that you're going to put into something. You know, because normally when we learn to let something go that's not for our highest good, that is karma that's trying to take it from you, even though we want it so bad. So I think that if this does not stop, when Saturn and stuff is going to start turning the cogwheels, then there's going to be a shake-up. And that can generally be around everything, Aries, I'm not going to lie. That can really shake up one's foundation, to do with work, to do with your family, to do with where there's going to be, I'm picking up that there's going to be an absolute major turnaround for somebody. A major turnaround, because someone's trying to turn you, I picked up turn you over. Why? I don't put that into your head, but is trying to turn the energy around, or someone is, that tries to work in someone's favour. Someone's giving people favours. Favours? Which is, it's like a kindness for weakness. There was a song I picked up, I forget what it is now. Kindness for weakness. It's like, you know, every time I approach you in a kind manner and discuss that we should work with and not against one another, someone can be very cutting, and they kind of like influence one of belief, of a structure, that it's kind of like, yeah, okay, well, say your piece, you know, and then things calm down, and then the storm hits again. It's a storm in the teacup. There's an energy of someone that's very difficult to actually persuade otherwise, where they might be very calm at one point, because this energy can be very calm, okay, but then all of a sudden, when you start to think that things are going more in your favour, all of a sudden you realise that it's going out of one's favour, which means the energy, that's what you're visually probably seeing or feeling, okay, but the energy is saying that this can't continue, because there's lessons that need to be learnt through these. You see, these are lesson cards interrogated, all told. Because higher education and higher learning, when you're spiritual, is everything. Time doesn't stop for one person, and it doesn't stop at all. It's all out there ready for you to learn about. But the mind is attracting something. Someone is trying to attract something. But what they're attracting is what they're getting. So you get as good as you get. You give as good as you get, you see. What I'm really picking up. that you're attracting in things through your third eye, okay, through 1 in 7 of trying to discover something about from your first house to your 7th house of everything. But when there's pretty much stuff that's blocked, someone tells it to piss off. And that doesn't work with karma. Karma isn't a person. Karma isn't a person. Okay. It's a feeling. Well, it's time. It's time. It's coming. It's coming. Someone's coming. Someone is coming. Now, whether that's literal or not, I don't know. I don't know. Because there could be some phallic kind of stuff that's going on over the internet that's driving someone crazy and driving someone wild. It's like, you drive me crazy, but you drive me wild. You drive me crazy over you. Because someone's doing something publicly that someone's watching, you see. Someone's watching. Now, if you're doing that on purpose and you're putting out that intent that you want to be in a commitment with them, but they drive you crazy because you can't get rid of that feeling and you can't get rid of that notion, but you know that they're watching you, that's going to draw more attention back to yourself. Okay? So everything goes off of whatever this is happening publicly, that if you know that this can be things like Facebook, for instance, okay? And that you think that it's over and that you don't want to be with them. But then all of a sudden, in a notion of where it's calm and you start to have clarity, all of a sudden you start to think about what the other person's doing. Now, if that's a third-party relationship of blame, that there might have been some kind of interference within the past, okay? What generally happens is that we start to lose our free will and can start to lose our mind of wanting to know what the answer is, okay? Either way, there'll be loads of stories to this. But then what you do is you start to put things onto Facebook where you leave it publicly open. So if your Facebook account was like blocked at one point, say if it's Facebook, and then all of a sudden you start to realise, oh, if I just put this back up as public, I wonder if they're watching my public profile, okay? So then you start to form a but people, you do through karma, you can start to form where you might not like to be watched and you might feel that it is, but if it is happening, it's happening because you're thinking it. You know, it's still parts of illusion and karma. This is still the 7 of Cups. This is still the Chariot, you know. Because it's like it's over before it began. So if this is a phallic card, someone's doing it on purpose because they like to be seen in a certain manner. Okay, so you've got more coming through. So this also family member or somebody actually likes to be seen as someone very strong and independent, and they like to be seen, but they also draw a lot of attention to themselves because they like to be seen. Because they like to be seen and heard, but also not heard or seen at the same time. There's a scene of the crime. There's a Crime Watch UK. So, but, well, it could be from the UK, but that was an old thing. But a crime scene. Investigator. Thank you, Spirit. Someone's investigating. And someone is investigating, and someone is the same kind of word that sounds the same. Investigation of oh my god, the confession of a window cleaner. Someone, oh my god, the confessionist. Someone's confessing. Someone's religious, okay, but someone's confessing, sinning. Like, there's a sinner. Someone's seen as a family member that you're a sinner. Now, if you have a home belief or a belief, they see you as someone that sins, or they see you as someone of the 3 deadly sins. Well, the 7 deadly sins here. The 7 deadly sins: greed, gluttony, war, you know. It's all parts of the ego, but someone could start to see someone as greedy, in a sense. Don't take offence, because sorry, I'm channeling. Sorry, but there is kind of like a family member sees you as like probably like a sinner, and that's why these 2 cards are here, and that's why I'm kind of moving the coding around. I just do that, it helps me. But somebody, okay, somebody does something in public service, whatever that is, they draw attention, okay, and they get a lot of it because people fancy them or they like to actually be seen, okay, so they can be very loud. It can be very loud. If they're not speaking loud, they're showing themselves proud, you know, because there's a proudness to someone, like it's loud and proud, but you're reflecting energy back to family situations, you see, of learning, also a structure. But there's someone that likes to be loud and flamboyant and like because it's you these two cards, the Spirit is definitely saying that you give as good as you get, and if what you get is what you are now, that's where you are. And if you continue to do this and you know for a fact that you're doing it but you really shouldn't, you can continue. There might be a family member that doesn't like, or they're hearing you. Sorry, but some of them, because this could be any family member or society. Whoa, dear, oh dear. Some of you are actually doing stuff outside for the first time, and you're experimenting, like in public, in the public, and you're probably experimenting. And it could be also like oh my God, Dave, my spirit guide's Dave. I'll show you mine if you show me yours, kind of, right? Right? But if that's not phallic, that's someone that's putting stuff on the internet for it to draw attention to their business, also, for their business. So there's a business that's being drawn into by putting it publicly on the internet of trying to pick out, but someone's being spotted. They're being seeked out but spotted. It's like, I can see you, Spotty. It's elementary, dear Watson. It's a plan. Slip inside the eye of your mind. Don't you know you might find a better place to play? Oh my God. You said that you'd never leave. All the things that you've seen slowly fade away. Someone's fading in the distance. It's moving in slow motion. A secret place in time. It's a secret place. Someone's got a sweet spot and a secret place and a secret someone's got a secret hideout, and someone's got a secret meet-up place as well, where if he's trying to move from the children, they can probably you've probably discovered that they can hear you on the Discovery Channel or something. And they've discovered something, and they're like, we need to find a secret place in time. We need to like have a night out, but we need to get away from the family for a bit. We need to get away from home, and we need to be alone. Because when we're alone now, doesn't seem to be anyone around. So if you're single, when there's no one around, sorry, Aries. But, well, you know, people are human, right? Human nature. Some people are like an activist. Activist. Sorry. Whoa, fuck. Oh. Dave just starts to, like, that's not, like, someone likes to fight, though, as well, you know what I'm saying? Someone puts their fist up to like Saturn and says, fuck it, I'm just I'm going on my path anyway, because I'll do it my way. One more card for Aries, please. One more card. Let's continue the story for Aries. Thank you. Wow, the Wheel of Fortune in the world. Because every generation blames the one before, and all of their frustration comes running through your door. Someone's coming fucking steaming ahead on the internet, bruv. Someone's like trying to take over. They're trying to take the world on, bruv. Someone's like, listen, I'll take the world on and I'll be the way I am and that's it. And you either like it or you piss off. You know? That's Aries for you. But that can be your partner. You know, male, female Aries, in my eyes, you know, completely different. It's like Libra in my eyes, if this is Libra, okay, because it's an air sign. Libra males, male version of Libra can be very quiet and reserved, where female Libras like to be seen and they like to be heard. You know, that's just general. Well, everybody might not have my belief, but every Libra I've come across, well, I don't know. Some Libras are very quiet and reserved, but I've come across different. It's people's conditioning and it's people's sun, moon, rising, Venus, all that kind of stuff. But I always find that the male Libras that I've ever known, and I know a few of them, are very quiet and reserved and very well balanced and pronounced, very much so, and they do keep themselves to oneself. But that's picking on a star sign. I'm not picking on a star sign. I'm just giving you my opinion of things, of what I've witnessed. There's an eyewitness for someone. Someone is definitely doing stuff on the internet. 100%, man. This is like global stuff. Whatever it is, someone just pretty much also just tells people to piss off. It's like, listen, I don't even want a fucking relationship. Some of you, if you've got a third interest and someone's trying to chat someone up, they're saying, no, I don't, I'm with someone. It's like, no, I'm with someone. You know, someone's going out dating. Also, this is, if you're free and you're single, then you're trying to like go on the internet, dating websites, and trying to eye, you know, your prize pretty much. You've got your eye on the prize, but someone's got an eye on a prize winner. I just had a turkey prize winner or something. Bernard Manning's. Manning. Someone's manners. Someone's got bad manners. Thank you. Bad manners. Sorry. At the table, one of the children maybe, or something, or a family member. You might see them as that they've got bad manners or something. But bad manners is also, can also be a rap artist. Also, bad manners. Yeah. Bad manners. But some people might be seeing people as, you're just so rude. What do you say rude for? You know, I don't give a fuck. Piss off. So, you know. This is my channel, this is the way I do things, and if you don't like it, off you go, you know, off you pop. But it seems to be, there's a lot of confusing energy of ending as also beginning, like the provoking, the awakening, but what's that film? I come up with that with someone before. Provoking. This is a sign cream? Cream? Cream of the crop. But a sign, I forget what I was going to say now. Someone's got sinus problems maybe. But someone's trying to sign autographs. Signing things. Sign, sealed, deliver, I'm yours. Someone's trying to sign, seal and deliver like a letter. That's what I'm picking up. And they're going out and it's like seal it with a kiss. Kiss from the rose. Adamski, right? Was it? Bloom on the rose. Yeah, so what we're going to do is there's a lot of fighting here though. Someone is fighting a lot. Karmically, they're fighting within their own mind because someone doesn't like what somebody does on the internet, put it that way. There are people around that don't like it. There's some people that say, I don't give a fuck. And there's some people that know what they're doing and it draws a lot of attention in, but there's tension in the air, put it that way. There's tension in the air because it's trying to discover about the depth of what was learned by a family member, also, and someone could get very offensive and defensive of they stick up for their family completely, and that's what they do. And there's some people that are going through a lot of family dynamics, and what they want to be is left alone. It's just like, leave me fucking alone. But they realise that they're stuck. Put it this way, there's a lot of family karma. There's a fucking lot of karma here, trust me. There's a lot of it, is what I'm sensing. I mean, wow. Here. Disappearing at the fade. But I appear missing as well. Look at the discussion page, you'll see that. Caught in a coma of a loose inscription is making an image of me as I go down the drain. All I'm gonna sing now. Rabbit hole. Wake up. Wake up. If you look at that song, I can't remember it fully. Look at that song on the discussion page, and when he wakes up dead, it says on him, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. There's an alarm going off. Oh, be careful. There might be an alarm that goes off in a building. Some of you might be at work and you hear an alarm going off in a building when you're at work, and it's a fire drill. Someone's got a fire drill. Someone's a drill sergeant for sure. Someone's like a drill sergeant, or you're interested in that, or you was to do with like sergeant major. But there's like at schools and think, oh my god. I don't want to say all that. There might be an alarm that goes off, or a fire drill, or something that goes off in a school when you're learning something. I don't want to get onto that message because I don't want to put that fear into people's head. But this means education. That means education. Okay? So children could also be fighting with somebody, maybe, or I don't know. So don't put that in your head, Aries. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on to the other side. As usual, it will be over on Patreon, Tier 1 or Tier 2. If you want to reach out for a reading or Skype reading, please watch the video and then email me, or if you already know, you can just email me. This will also be in your bi-weekly folder for the first half of September. And then we're going to draw another card here, and then we're going to clarify everything to give me a bigger picture to see where this is going, because there's some few stories going out. So, yeah, hopefully catch you on the other side, Aries. Thank you so much for all your support. Please like, share and comment, and I'll hopefully see you on the other side. Okay, guys, peace. Hi, Aries. Okay, so just before that, I just actually went to get a drink quickly, and I came back, and the channel was still open. And someone's channel is still open. But I don't want to put the shits at people, but I'm going extremely cold, okay? Now, through that song that I said I appear missing, at the end, this person jumps off the end of a cliff, okay? And at the bottom, when he hits the floor, he appears missing, and it says fuck off on it as well, right? But he does jump from a great height, okay? And I did go cold when doing that, and I don't want to. I really don't want to be putting this out, but that's the, because I said appear missing now, and I hate to say this, but someone could feel, oh God, I don't even want to say it. I really don't even want to say it. Like suicidal. I hate coming out with these messages, but that song really did stick in my head, okay? Something that someone's saying is sticking in someone's head. So I'm going to put this out, and I'm going to attach it to the actual video, because I came up with that, and you know, if you are interested in the extended, I'm going to see how that goes. But I do want to put this bit out. Is the fact that I did see that as I was getting a drink. I realised that song, I Appear Missing Now, he's drifting along, and then all of a sudden he just falls over the edge. And I did pick up a drill, like a fire drill, because that's like a drill sergeant, okay? But I also picked up, some of you might just do that for work, okay? But I did pick that up, like, you know, like at school or something at work or something. So I'm going to put this on the beginning, and then I'm going to look more into it when we go on to the other side. All right, guys, peace.